Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Lindsey Anderson, and we are here without a microphone, but now we have a microphone. Oh, I'm also live on Instagram. Welcome. It's an AMA. I'm your host of this AMA, Lindsey Anderson. I have been helping coaches grow their online coaching businesses for over the last 20 years, and I'm going to be live right here on all of the social media channels, okay? Doing an AMA. So there'll be questions coming in from all over the place, and we're going to answer those questions today. But first, I want to go and get myself live on the old Instagram. So you can go and follow me. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you. You can follow me over on at the.lindsey.anderson. I suppose since we're talking about how to fill your coaching programs with social media, one of the big takeaways while I'm getting going on Instagram is making sure that you are taking advantage of all of the social media platforms. So right here on this Ask Me Anything, I'm live right here in the Facebook group where we have been hosting this really powerful workshop this week. Hey, Nigel, nice to see you. Hope to hear from you real soon, if you know what I mean there, Nigel. And welcome. I'm going to go live on Instagram. So just give me 1 second. I have Instagram going on right here for those that don't know, because Instagram is they really want you to be on your phone, because it was supposed to be, I'm out and about and here's my life and I'm taking pictures on my phone kind of situation. That StreamYard, which is the piece of software that I use to stream this on multiple platforms, is not available on Instagram. So I'm just going to go live on Instagram. Nice to see you. What I would like to know from you guys, Zion, nice to see you, because we have a big group of people. I would love to know, put it in the comments. What kind of coach are you? Let's just go ahead and say it in the comments. Let's get to know each other in this really amazing community. So let me hit go live over on good old Instagram, and we will get going on this AMA. Hey, everybody. Wait for the elevator music, going live. Mental health. That's right. And we're going to go live on Instagram, Womb Healing Coach. So nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll be live for the next hour right here doing an Ask Me Anything. Now, hello, Instagram. I'm also live on Facebook and YouTube. We're streaming all over the world for the next hour. It's one of my very favorite things to do. So nothing is off limits here. I'm a 20-year veteran expert. Thank you guys on Instagram in helping you grow your coaching business. And that means really scaling it. Okay. Getting a lot of customers in, developing those systems so that you can actually run this business. And it can be something that you can count on, a real legacy business that doesn't create a lot of chaos and headache for you, but that you really actually enjoy and allows you to really share and spread that methodology that you go out and really change lives with. And I love doing that. My success is your success. It's really, I'm just going to do a setting here. Let's see how that is. Oh, that looks much better. So my calling, okay, what I get really passionate about is helping coaches just like you grow their businesses. And when you go out and change lives, and you have hundreds of people that really talk about, oh my gosh, they changed my life, and I could be a little part of that, helping you set up the 3 S's of success, which we're going to go over right now. That is what my calling is. I love marketing. I love sales. I love systems, and I love coaching. And so it's pretty awesome for me, and I'm pretty happy to be where I'm at. So before I hop into 3 S's, actually, I'm going to write it on the board. Let's see. Is this dark enough? Let's go with blue today. Let's go. I'm open for questions. Emily's available on all the platforms. I have an amazing team that really supports me to do all those things. So I'm open for anything, regardless of what your question is. When it comes to growing your coaching business, we can talk about it all right here, right now. But I'm going to start with the 3 S's. The 3 S's of success. Okay. And this is the 3 S's of success when it comes to growing your coaching business. It's the 3 S's of success when it comes to how to systemize social media so you can count on this thing to continually bring you coaching clients on repeat. Okay. You don't want your social media to bring you onesie twosie clients. If you set this thing up in a system, my friends, you will find, okay, that social media can bring you high quality clients. Not only that, you can build a really awesome audience and community out on social media, talking to people from all over the world and building a nice, strong community out there on social media if you would really approach it correctly. So I would love, I've got our first question here, and then I'm going to go over, the 3 S's of success, just so that we're all on the same page. Let's make sure you can see it. Instagram, I'm sorry, you don't get a lot of whiteboard situation going on there. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so the 3 S's are, this is what you need, okay, in order to grow your coaching business. Number 1, you need strategy. If you don't have a strategy to grow and scale your coaching business on social media, you'll be throwing spaghetti at the wall. What's worse than not having a strategy, guys, is having 10 strategies. Maybe you follow 25 different people on Instagram and 22 of them on Facebook. And you like this idea from this lady's strategy and this idea from that guy's strategy. There's a problem with that, okay? When you're looking at the strategy situation. Number 1, if you're following 10 different people's strategies, they won't fit together. You'll get back to your desk after consuming their content and you'll think it's really clear, and it won't be. Oh, I know it's backwards on Instagram. You probably want to go over to Facebook or YouTube. I'm sorry, Instagram. Why is that backwards? That kind of sucks. Let's see. I don't think this will work. Nope. That's turning it off, and that's looking out my window, which you guys don't want. And if I turn it around, then I won't be able to see myself. Maybe I could do that. I'm kind of scared to do that, though. I know it's backwards. Go catch it on Facebook, okay? Or read back. Go get a mirror. It's not the best, but it's how I can live stream on all of the places, okay? Nice to see you guys out on Facebook and YouTube where I am streaming as well. So strategy. You don't want to get it from 10 different people because they won't fit together. It's like doing 10 of those 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles, but you actually have 3 boxes worth. They won't fit together. One guy will say, do a low-cost offer. This person will say, set up, some sort of master class. And like, you don't want to be like going from a master class to a low-cost offer. That won't work. So find one strategy that you believe in and that you are ready to follow from one person, okay? That's worse than not following anybody at all, is following 5 people. The other problem you're going to run into on strategy is that if you're following a strategy of, say, a marketer who doesn't specialize in coaching, okay? Maybe they specialize in MLMs. Maybe they specialize in selling digital marketing services. Maybe they specialize, who knows what they specialize in? Maybe they just specialize in generic marketing or generic online marketing, okay? Please know this about selling coaching. It is nuanced. There is some real nuance to that thing. I learned that the hard way because I started my career out, my very first business was, and I love this comment. I gotta highlight it. Okay. I know you are 100% right. I tell you like it is. Okay. That's how I coach and tell you. I will tell you like it is. I may not be the most popular person when I tell you the news, but you can trust me to tell you like it is. So I learned this nuance thing the hard way. I started my career out as a web development and digital marketing company. And I would get on the phone and I could sell coaches any digital marketing. I was like, I can sell you Facebook ads. I can sell you funnels. I can sell you email lists. Okay. I can do the whole thing. And I could sell millions of dollars worth of that. For years and years, I did that. And then it was time for me to start coaching because I knew that I could help people on done for you, but there was also people that really needed hardcore strategy that actually would work, and that was best delivered with coaching. And so I got on the phone those first several times I tried to sell coaching, thinking, hey, I'm going to sell this. I'm so good at selling. I could sell ice to an Eskimo. Okay. And I bombed, and I bombed big. I couldn't sell diddly squat. And I'm coming off selling $1 million deals on Facebook ads. And so it really, really underlined the importance for me on how you need a coach's strategy, a coaching business strategy, because of the nuance. And here is the real nuance that came into play. And I'm open for questions. This isn't Ask Me Anything. Feel free to ask me whatever you would like. But this is because when you're selling coaching, when you're marketing coaching, when you're growing your coaching business, you got two things that you have to do. Okay. The first thing that you have to do, Emily, do you really want to be in my live video? The first thing that you have to do is sell your expertise. Those who are debating on whether or not they want to sign up for your coaching program, they have to believe that you are an expert in what you do. They have to believe that your methodology actually works, that will save them time and pain and all of the tears, okay? Will her methodology actually save me from crying some? So you got to convince them of that. And a lot of coaches do that. And like with Facebook ads, and when I was selling digital marketing services, that's the easy part. I'm an expert. I can set up your ads. But this is where it becomes hard to sell coaching, you guys, is number 2. Believe that they can do it. BLIBELIE, believe in themselves. People don't have to believe in themselves to pick up an MLM product. People don't have to believe in themselves to buy Facebook ads. People don't have to believe in themselves to do anything besides coaching. And so that is why marketing and selling coaching becomes so nuanced, and why maybe all of the other strategies that you've been trying to implement aren't working that great. Now, is that less foggy, Emily? I'm feeling like my camera's a little bit foggy today. Hold on. We always want to look our best on camera. Emily, is the camera foggy? Tell me. It's so annoying. Okay. If it is, let me know. Otherwise, if it's clear, let me know. All right. So that's why. So that's the first S, and we're going to get to questions after I cover the other 2 S's. Okay. Hey, everybody on Instagram. Nice to see you guys. The second S, so first is you need a strategy. It's got to be a coaching strategy, a coaching business strategy. Number 2, okay, systems. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to erase this. The second is going to be systems. If your business is complete chaos, if you wake up and say, this business is killing me, I really like to coach, I like to get new clients, I like to talk to people, but everything else about my business sucks and it's draining the life out of me, and I'm looking at the bank account and I'm wondering why, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I killing myself over this? It's because you need systems. We can talk more about that, but you need systems, because building your coaching business, any business, okay, it is a series of ebbs and flows. And if you allow your emotions to drive your business, you'll stay small forever and ever, because we're emotional creatures, we're emotional beings, and you will not do what it takes, because systems will give you consistency. And you cannot grow a coaching business. You cannot grow social media. You cannot do any of this unless you are consistent. And the only thing, okay, there's only so much willpower can get you. The thing that will keep you consistent is going to be systems. And then the third is sales. Sales, okay, that includes both lead gen and selling itself, okay? Making those sales calls and those enrollment calls. You have to have a huge focus on that as a business owner, because it is your business. your methodology, your face, all of you, okay? And this is also how you make money. Okay. It's not through opening up Canva and futzing around in Canva. It's not redoing your coaching program for the 5th time. Okay. That's not how you make money. How you make money in coaching is sales, and that's lead gen, a focus on lead gen and sales. And that's where your profit producing activities are in your coaching business. So those are the 3 S's of success. Now, I've been given a workshop over the last several days. I've given plenty of people aha moments. I don't gatekeep any of my stuff. Okay. My goal is to help you, regardless of where you are, grow your coaching business, find those high quality leads, bring them in on a system, and make some freaking sales. Because that means you're changing the world. And that's what I want. The world needs us right now. But if you're struggling in your coaching business, if you're in chaos mode, maybe you're making a ton of sales, but it's killing you, and you look at your calendar and you're like, I can't even, okay? I can't do this anymore. I'm making a difference, but there's got to be an easier way to service these people and to service more people. If that's you, or if you have been trying to throw spaghetti at the digital marketing wall, and you're trying all sorts of different strategies, and you literally take a really close look at your business where you were last year at this time, okay? And you're in the same place, you haven't had massive improvements on your business or any of this. You look at your bottom line and it's the same, and you don't want to be in the same place next year, okay? Facts. You have to do something differently. So if you fit into either one of those, fill out an application to work with me. Those applications are open until tomorrow. Okay. Emily's going to drop a link. You can also go there because you're on wonderful Instagram. You're going to go to lindsaya.com/coaching. You're going to fill out an application to work with me. You and I are going to have a conversation. Now, I don't help everyone. Okay. There is a certain coach who is in a certain place in their life, who is sitting on an amazing coaching business if they would just get out of their own freaking way and implement, okay? Because I know how to grow coaching businesses. Now, if you are that kind of person, okay, number one, if you're not, you're going to get clarity from this call. I am a coach. I scale coaching businesses. I help it do digital marketing wise, done for you. Okay. I do it consulting. I offer all sorts of services to help coaches. I also walk my talk. I have my very own successful coaching business. All right. And so if you want to talk with an expert like that, I will get you unstuck. This call is step by step. I ask you a series of questions. You will leave that call really understanding the gaps of where you are stuck and what you need to be working on in order to have an ease and flow coaching business, doing what you want to be doing in your life, okay? Not dealing with all of the marketing frustration and all the tears and crying and hardship that comes with growing your business. So I invite you to get on a call with me. Those applications close tomorrow. Okay. Spots are getting filled up very, very quickly. We were offering a free call or a additional call with Emily to go over the Millionaire Maker Funnel. All of those are gone now. So get on a call with me. It is free. Trust me, it's going to be the best call you've ever done for your coaching business. Okay. The 3 S's of success: strategy, systems, and sales. Okay. No. I'm not a singer. I know you think I am, but I'm not. Just kidding. I don't think you think I am. All right. So Zion asks, Lindsey, I would love guidance on how to get more consistent one-on-one clients. I am struggling with that. Well, Zion, I am so glad that you brought that up. Okay. So the key to getting more one-on-one clients in a really consistent way is through, thank you, Nigel, is through setting up the second thing, which is called, there's a lot of strategy. Well, let's do this, okay? Conversations equals clients. And I walk that talk, guys. I think I have 20 plus calls this week. Okay. Like I have these conversations. Yeah, there is a place in your coaching business where you can assign these out, but conversations equal clients. So Zion, is what you want to be doing is scheduling more of these conversations. Okay. And if you're stuck in your coaching business, okay, and you're not closing a lot of deals, then I will tell you what to do with that in just 1 second. But is what you want to do is set this up in a system. Now, there's 3 huge mistakes people make when setting up systems in their coaching business, okay? And let me tell you what they are. Number 1, when you set up systems in your coaching business, you want to treat yourself like a professional. It's hard to set up coaching, systems in your coaching business if you're not taking yourself seriously like a professional. As they say, make these decisions and act like you want to hack for growing your coaching business. Act like the person you want to be and implement systems into your business. So treat yourself like a professional. And when you make a commitment to yourself, then you're going to keep it. All right. So you're going to act like a professional, which is I'm going to time block my calendar. Okay. And I'm going to outline profit producing activities, which is conversations. And you're going to set yourself a goal. I want to have a goal of 10 conversations this week. And you're going to write that down. Okay. And then you're going to keep your word to yourself. There is nobody else in this world that is more important to keep your word to than yourself. And if you don't keep your word to yourself, why would anyone else treat you with respect? And like that is intrinsically, subconsciously what breaking a promise to yourself equals. And so if you're going to get 10 calls on your calendar and you're going to be bold enough to write that down, which I highly recommend, okay, you're going to keep your word to yourself. And this looks like from 9 to noon every day, I'm going to schedule 3 calls and I'm going to put that on my calendar. And if you don't have the 3 calls, so first is calls. That's number 1. Second is scouting. You got to fall back. If I do not have a call, what will I do if that is the case? The answer is you'll scout, which means you'll go out on social media. You'll start interacting with people. You'll use my black book methodology. Okay, Jamie, there you go. I'm just kind of scribbling on this board today. You'll use my black book methodology. You'll start having conversations with people. You'll reach out to people. You'll make comments in other people's Facebook groups. You will start trying to create these conversations and scout. And you will do that and keep the word to yourself from 9 to 12. Will most people do that? No. Okay? No, they won't. They will see they have no calls and they will be like, that sucks. I'm out. And now they have broken their word to themselves and they're in a situation in their business. So the third thing is tie yourself to action. So we have a plan, which is I'm going to schedule calls from 9 to noon. And then my backup plan is if I don't have those calls, okay, then I will be scouting. And this is on your calendar. When you put it on your calendar and you're looking at it in black and white and you actually are following this, okay, and you are acting like a professional, watch what happens when you set goals and you say it out loud and you put it in place like that. Okay, there you go. So that is my advice, Zion, is more conversations. What are some things you can do when you're scouting? You can reach out to previous clients. Do you know of anybody else that might need my services? Okay. You post on social media. You start these conversations, you guys. Conversations. Now, this flows very easily into the next question. Well, how do I get more calls? Well, who asked that? Oh, Zion. Zion, have you been attending this week? Now, Zion, I know that you have a really awesome social media presence. My advice is to get more discovery calls. Number 1, you have conversations. You reach out, you offer it, you make a call to action. One of my favorite things to do on all social media posts And this is what you've got to know. There's a difference between posting on social media as an influencer and as a coach. When you're a coach, you're making a call to action on all of your posts, okay? And in stories, you're inviting people to reach out to you. So Zion, I've tried these things. You've tried time blocking, Zion. I see your social media. I don't know that I've seen an invite only event or an invite to a webinar. I don't know that I've seen hey, set up a discovery call session with me if you XYZ, okay? I don't know how many calls to action that you are doing, but the best way to get more discovery calls, and you're really going to want to go and watch the replays of my masterclass that I just got done with, and especially today's, okay, where I teach the IO event strategy, invite only. Okay, and that is just a webinar, not just a webinar. This webinar is so amazing and awesome. The title is hot, okay? And for those following you on social media, you reach out and you say, hey, I'm actually giving a masterclass next Monday called this. I have a free ticket. If you would like one, let me know. Then in that masterclass, you are presenting yourself as an expert, okay? You'll have to go watch that replay. I won't go over all of it right now. But then in that masterclass, you're setting yourself up as an expert. You're not selling a program, and you're making an invite to an enrollment call. And you do that rinse and repeat. Invite only event, okay? Rinse and repeat. Invite only is the best thing that I've ever invested my time and energy into as a coach for a marketing system. I love a launch. I'm in the middle of a launch, but you can really only launch 4 or 5 times a year effectively. And so in between, invite only. So what does that look like? Every single person here, we have a ton of people on social media over here. I got some people on Instagram over here. Every single one of you have 20 people that you can invite to an invite only event. Go invite them, present that thing, get them on an enrollment call, but put it in a system. Where most people go wrong on marketing is, I call it the oil fields. Okay, oil fields. You decide to see a Facebook ad for how to fill your programs with something or other. Okay, so you start implementing that strategy and you get about this far down, and definitely, spoiler alert, all marketing strategies are difficult. If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Okay? It takes perfecting, it takes work, it takes you showing up time and time again for these marketing systems to start working. Well, lo and behold, most people get about this far down the old oil well. Okay, there's coaching program gold down here. They'll get about this far down and like, this strategy sucks. I actually have to put myself out there and I have to do the hard thing and I'm not seeing any results yet. And this sucks. I'm going out to look for something easier. Okay. So you pop back out and then you go try a new strategy and there's gold at the bottom of that, but you end up doing the same thing over and over and over. Okay. Fact is, you are wasting so much time. I call this the marketing washing machine. And you feel like you're doing a lot of stuff, but you are doing a lot of stuff. You're just not doing any of it that good. Okay. And so is what you want to do is you want to push past this piece on that marketing strategy and break through to where you can actually start getting those results, because you're wasting time popping in and out of strategy. It might make your ego feel pretty good because that anxious energy about really needing to grow this coaching business, it's on fire. It's lit you up. And so implementing a new strategy, that feels good because it feels like I'm doing something, but it's not. Okay. You have to do the thing that doesn't feel good. You have to do the hard thing and perfect it so you can get over the hump and actually start to grow your business. There's my husband. He's home from Costco. I wonder what wonderful things he bought at Costco. And so that invite only event, okay, you're going to give that webinar. Now, most people would give a webinar and maybe nobody would get on an enrollment call. So they're like, screw that webinar. I'm going to get another webinar. I'm going to start another webinar. Okay. Instead, say, well, what worked and didn't work about that webinar? I'm not going to throw the whole thing out. I'm going to perfect it. And that's what we do within all of our coaching programs. It's a real iterative approach to growing your coaching business. Okay. You don't want to throw these things out. You got to be prepared for this. And then we have a really great question on Instagram. That's a great question. Know this. Okay. Regardless of what level you're at in your coaching business. I know. Do you see why I like the AMAs? Because I just get to talk really fast and I get to tell you whatever's on my mind. All right. Like this. And I have the perfect example of this, okay? This is the growth of your coaching business. Always. Doesn't matter where you're at, okay? Doesn't matter if you're making $10,000 a month. Doesn't matter if you're making $500,000 a month. It does not matter, okay? But this is what will happen is you'll be going along and you'll be implementing a strategy or have your system in place. Maybe you'll have a launch that netted you $100K. And I see this all the time with coaches. They'll be like, oh my gosh, yes, I did 100K on this launch. This is great. And they'll get to their next launch. And maybe on that launch, they'll only bring in, 50K. Okay. And they'll be like, I thought I had made it. Where's my glory days of when I was making 100K in my launch? Now I'm only making 50K. This sucks. And then they're going to learn some sort of lesson down here. Maybe their marketing will get more perfected. Maybe they'll really start understanding their messaging, their niching, and their positioning a little bit more. And then they'll go and they'll host another launch. And then they'll hit, 200K this time. And they'll be like, yay, I finally figured it out. This is awesome. And it will happen over and over again. Okay. So you got it. The number one thing coaches can develop that's going to get you through all of these bumps and all the times that you want to quit, because growing a coaching business and being an online entrepreneur, it is not for the faint of heart. You're putting yourself out there. You're in charge of your own paycheck. You're doing all the things. You're leading your company. You're making the hard decisions. And really, you're the one where the buck stops. You have to do everything. And it's not for the faint of heart. And it can be very scary, especially because you put so much work and time and effort into your coaching business and helping your customers that when you have a launch, maybe that doesn't work so good, you want to quit, but you can't. You have to develop the R word, resilience. And when you develop resilience, okay, then you can get through all these bumps. And when you can anticipate that that's just how it goes, that's why you want to find somebody like myself who has a higher level of experience than you, who has worked with a lot of people, so that when you experience this, they're not with you being like, oh my gosh, why isn't this working? But they have enough experience to be like, it's okay. It's supposed to be this way. This is how it goes. And here is how we're going to get to that next level. And that's the real value of having a mentor and a coach and working with someone like myself and my team to help you grow your coaching business. Not only do we give you the shortcuts to get and find answers in your coaching business, okay? But we help you through the ups and the downs, because it's not easy, okay? It's not easy, but it can be easy with the right support and the 3 S's. It's the right strategy, the right systems, and a focus and knowledge in sales, which brings me to Paula's question on Instagram. One of my favorite questions, which is, how do I do an enrollment call? So, enrollment call mistakes. People on an enrollment call, first of all, a lot of coaches, if you, just like I mentioned on, selling websites and my experience in selling before I started selling coaching. Hold on, I got to adjust. I think I want to adjust like this. I think I want to sit on my leg. Nope, I definitely don't want to sit on my leg. Okay, that was just a bad idea all day. Why would I want to sit on my leg? Okay, so a lot of coaches, this is what you got to know about selling coaching, okay, is that they feel like I can sell on rapport. And I am sure how you present it in the masterclass. Oh, Paula. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, how do you present the enrollment call? Okay, I'll address that. Let me just go over this really, just really quickly about the enrollment call. Actually, I'm going to answer her real question. Paula, how do I present the enrollment call on the IO event? So go and watch how do I sell the enrollment call. So on the IO event, I know I'm all over the place here. Invite only event. Okay, this is how it's set up. You got some mindset work. Then you have, you're going to present 3 problems. Then 2 of those problems, you're going to present a solution. Okay, now in that solution, it's only one aha thing, one tip. Okay, you have this problem. This is a problem because here's one tip to solve it. And then you're going to open up a new problem, a problem they've never heard of. Like you're so far beyond where they're at that you're bringing up stuff that they're like, oh, wow, how did she know that? She must be an expert. I never even thought of that. Okay, but then on that 3rd problem, you're only going to give 2 solutions. But on that 3rd problem, you're going to say, the answer is to get on an enrollment call with me. You're going to say, listen, I've answered this I've given you the answer to this 3rd problem in a real macro kind of way. But I understand that you have unique circumstances and you are, unique problems and how you're going to overlay this into your own life. That for everybody available on this masterclass who has joined me for this masterclass, I'm going to be offering an enrollment call with me. Now, this just isn't any call, just a call to get on and talk to me. I have a real process for this call. And Paula, I'm talking, and this is me giving my presentation, okay? You're going to spend 5 to 10 minutes talking about the power of this call, okay? 50 minutes with you as an expert coach. You need to sell this thing like you would sell any of your programs or any of your packages. Now, the best way to do that is I will get my whiteboard out because I'm a whiteboard kind of person. And I will say, first of all, you don't want to name it just an enrollment call. You want to say, hey, listen, you want to show up for your career GPS call with me. And on this call, we're going to be covering 3 things. For me, it's going to be you want to sign up for your lead generation breakthrough call with me. And on this call, I have a real system and strategy here. It's going to be a breakthrough. We're going to cover 3 things on this call. And then you're going to sell it. First of all, we're going to talk about, your past. Now I'm just kind of talking, but we're going to talk about where you're at right now, what your business looks like, what kind of things you're struggling with, and what is happening now. Then we're going to talk about where you want to go, what future, where do you actually want to build? What does that look like? We're going to talk about that on the call. And the 3rd thing we're going to talk about is how we can apply what I just taught in this masterclass directly to your business today. And you're just going to be talking about this and you're going to sell 50 minutes with you, just like you would sell a $5,000 program to somebody. Okay. And you want to outline that and present that on the invite only event. All right. Amy says, I call mine chronic pain breakthrough call. Is it sparkly enough? Yeah, it is. I really like that, especially for you, Amy. I think that's really, really nice. I really do. Okay. I'm going to also go over how I do an enrollment call, just the basics of an enrollment call, unless there's some other questions. Paula, let me know if that didn't answer your question on how I present that in the IO event. Again, the IO event. Okay. You should only have one masterclass for the rest of your marketing life. Really. This thing is so good. You'll never have to. 59. Paula, it's actually 54 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I know that sounds really specific, but you want to do a 54 minutes because if you go longer than that, people are looking at their next calendar invite and they're not listening to you. They're like, where do I need to go at noon? This thing is over yet. So you want to spend 40 minutes on the content, which I just laid out for you, and 10 minutes on inviting people to that call. Okay, great. Paula, hopefully I answered your question. Thank you very much. Hey, Instagram, nice to see you guys. I'm on an AMA. Ask me anything about growing your online coaching business. I've been doing it for 20 years. Here's the thing about me is between myself and my team, okay, over the last 20 years, I have implemented all of the strategies, okay? And if I haven't personally implemented them, my customers have. So I really know the ins and outs of everything you guys are trying. Okay. I know how to do low cost offers. I know how to do, you're welcome, Paula. I know how to do memberships. I know how to do high ticket sales because I think I already covered this on this call, but we've done it all. We've done it all. There isn't any digital marketing, anything that you can come to me with that I don't understand or haven't tried to implement or can't tell you the pros and cons or mistakes that you are making. And that being said, okay, implementing the invite only event strategy, doubling down on a system for social media, you guys. Social media is where you need to be spending your time to generate coaching business. And we run millions of dollars worth of ads. I have an SEO team. I have relationships. I have a podcast. I do all the lead gen stuff. Thanks, Nigel. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I do all the lead gen stuff. And if I had to pick one lead gen strategy that I would be on a deserted island with, okay, alone, it would be social media. Okay, straight up this weekend, I probably made 40K off of social media alone. That can be you. My clients do the same, but you have to address it in the right way. And it's really acknowledging people as people, being your true authentic self, displaying your VEMs. Okay, you're not an influencer, you're a coach. So you always want to be displaying your VEMs on social media and having conversations with people. Your biggest mistake on social is doing the content, drop and run. If you have a VA or a marketing firm creating content for you and you're just posting it out there and you're not interacting, you're not building a community, and it's just it feels like marketing, that's exactly how it's coming across. Yeah, Nigel, it can happen for you too. Nigel, you should be there. We had a conversation, okay? Yeah. So as a reminder, okay, V for vibe. They have to like you. Me, I'm highly caffeinated. Okay. I'm human caffeine. I'm also extremely knowledgeable and direct and to the point. And so that's my vibe. Now, if you like a softer coach to ease you in and to pat you on the head and to make sure that you feel okay about everything you're doing, that's not me. And so you have to show your vibe online. It's for some other people. Totally fine. That's not me. Experience. Okay. They want somebody who has done this before. So the best way is share client stories. Okay. Instead of, hey, here's a testimonial from client XYZ. Here's the best way to do a story online. Okay. You do storytelling. Okay. This is me doing an Instagram story. Instead of saying, hey, or instead of just like posting an image, here's a client testimonial. Instead, get on and say, I just got off the call with a client of mine. Now, when they first came to me 6 months ago, they were really, really struggling with their career. They were stuck in their career. They were not fulfilled. They were in this boring C-suite job that didn't provide them anything. And they really were actually wondering, they were part of the hamster wheel and they really hated their life. So they reached out to me. And through my, career GPS coaching program, now I'm just making this up as I go along. Through my career GPS coaching program, they just called me and said that they just got a brand new job. It's their dream job. And I'm so excited for them. And so that's how you tell a story. I didn't give any client names. I didn't do anything. And because you guys are expert coaches, always working with clients, because on social media, people really like the whole reality show, like what's going on behind closed doors. And so if you get on and be like, I just got off this call, and you encapsulate it in a story, and you don't automatically just sell people, but they're just like listening to a story about how you got off this call, then you're like seeding what you do. I seeded that I have a career GPS coaching program. I seeded that I help people in C-suite roles get their next dream job. Like there was a lot of things I seeded in that story, but you guys didn't even know I was selling to you because I told it in a story. That's the best way to do experience. Okay. M is methodology. This is important. If your coaching business is not where it wants to be, where you want it to be, okay, double down on methodology. What are the exact steps I help my perfect client go through to get from point A to point B? Okay. And name that methodology and talk about that methodology and be so confident. I'm pointing a lot today. Be so confident in that methodology that if somebody comes to you with that problem that you solve, maybe they come to you with, I hate my corporate job and I want something new. I need a new career. Okay. Midlife, new career, that you say so confidently, if you knew what I knew about the problem that you're having, you would run and not walk to my coaching program because of my methodology. And that's how freaking confident you are in that. Now, if you're not quite there yet, get some more experience. If you are there and you feel that way about your methodology, you better get on my phone ASAP because it is time to scale ASAP. Okay. And the final thing, 5, experience, methodology, and skills. What kind of skills do you have that can help them? For me, I have Facebook ad skills. I have funnel skills. I have sales skills. I got marketing skills. I got system skills. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All those skills. And when you display this on social media and you engage with people like real life people, that they're not just, that we're two real people on social media having a conversation, you will find success here. And then once you find success here on social, that's when you develop the system and you get your VA or your team members to start helping you. But it's a couple big mistakes people make when bringing in coaching clients from social media. Okay. Number 1, they overthink their social media. You're overthinking it. Okay. You're thinking way too long and hard about that post. And I hate to tell you, okay, I'm going to tell you like it is. People will forget about your content 2 seconds after you post it. And so you cannot go into your social media posts being like, this is the one that's finally going to bring me all the clients. This is so great. And then if I move this sentence over here and, oh, it's awesome. If you go into your posts like that, you will be sorely disappointed and you will run your content in fits and spurts. Okay. You will be super motivated and you will post because this thing in your soul, this message that you have and this change you want to make for people will call the people. It definitely will. And you will want to do your content. And then people will not really respond. Okay. You won't get a lot of engagement. Not a lot will happen. You're like, why am I wasting my life here? Why am I doing this? No one's responding. I'm not doing this anymore. And then you'll sit back and you won't post and you won't be consistent. And then that calling will come up again and you'll get back on social media. I'm ready to do this again. Let's do this again. Oh man. Okay. The only way out of that is to change your perspective on these posts and know that people are going to forget even the post that came from the depths of your soul. They'll forget it 2 seconds later. But what they won't forget is you being consistent and you showing up online in a very consistent way. Okay, I feel like if that's resonating, can I get some yeses in the comments? I'm getting a lot of hearts from Instagram. No offense to Facebook, but if I could get some yeses in the comments, at least I'll know that you're awake and that I'm in the right room. Does this resonate for anybody? I'm just curious. Okay. So number 1, you're overthinking your content. That's your biggest social media mistake. Number 2, not putting it in a system. Huge thank you guys on social. I appreciate you guys on Facebook. I didn't mean to bad talk you. Instagram was giving me a lot of hearts on that. Now I'm locked out of my iPad. Okay. So number 1, You're putting too much time into it. Just get it out there. Instead of this is the post that's going to be the thing, this is 1 in 100 posts. Make a freaking commitment to do 100 posts every single day. And when you do that, you will learn what people want. Okay. You will learn what works. You will get past the spits and spurts thing. You will keep your word to yourself and you will be consistent. Your clients on the other side, your prospects will love it when you're consistent, and the social media algorithms will love it when you're consistent. These social media algorithms are so smart. And this is great news for us because it ends up being the best tool for you to amplify your message, because they will help you. They will showcase your content to other people. They will know what mood they're in. They will help you spread your message. But in order for that to happen, you have to be consistent on social media. Otherwise, the algorithms are like, this girl shows up in fits and spurts. Why would I honor her with an audience? She's not even consistent. So there's a lot of people you have to prove this consistency thing to. But I know that it can be hard to be consistent, especially when you don't feel like it or you have off days. That's why you need a system. All right, Nigel, ask me, what are my favorite books? I love books, okay? I love Atomic Habits so much. It's one I recently read, was a reread. I read that several times. Atomic Habits, great book, because it's just like social media. It's like everything, okay? Not one big action in your business is going to bring in all the customers, okay? It's consistent action, showing up every day, doing what has to be done, regardless of what's staring at you in the face. Getting this posted is what he talks about in Atomic Habits, is how you get fit, okay? About 5 years ago, I lost like 40 pounds and kept it off because of Atomic Habits. I'm in the best health of my life because of it, okay? Same with growing my business. Little teeny tiny things you do every day add up to success. Yes, Nigel, posting 100 times a day, or not 100 times a day, 100 times in a row. Those little things will add up. Now, other books that are applicable. I loved Blue Ocean Strategy. Okay. This is, you've got to find your voice and who you serve in your unique way. But the third book that I'm just going to bring up here is Loving What Is by Byron Katie. Do I have any Byron Katie fans here? Now, it's applicable to our discussion here, Nigel, and I'm glad that you brought it up. Now, Byron Katie is actually a mindfulness. She kind of teaches in spirituality and mindfulness, but she teaches this process where she asks 4 questions. Okay. I love this. And this is the same 4 questions that I recommend that you guys ask yourself every time you show up for a sales call, every time you are scared to do something in your business. And it is, let's see, am I prepared to do this? Is it true? Is it really true? How? Okay. So you're going to say basically, what am I feeling if I ask you to reach out to someone on social media in DM, okay? And you're like, they're going to think actually, this is better on a sales call. I'm sorry. Stop, cancel, take 2. Okay. We're going to do take 2 on this one. Take 2. So this is what Byron Katie teaches. Even though she doesn't teach digital marketing, I wrap everything into digital marketing. So let's say you're going to a sales call, okay? And you're having an off day and you're like, there's no way this person is going to pay my new rates. Maybe you've just raised your prices, which, yeah, you should. And you're now charging $5,000, okay? $5,000 is my new price. I've never asked for that. And you're thinking they're never going to pay that, okay? They're never going to pay that. Then is what you want to do is ask yourself 4 questions about that thought, okay? The first thing, is it true? Now, Byron Katie is smart enough to know, okay, that you're going to say, is it true they won't pay that? Yeah, I saw on their Facebook they were having car problems or whatever, okay? There's no way they're going to pay that. So is it true? And then the second question is, are you sure it's true? And like, what's the proof? You have no proof that they're not going to buy your new $5,000 program from you. Okay. So Byron Katie asks you to ask, is it true? Are you sure it's true? typically the answer to the second question is always no, because you can't prove anything. Okay. The third question is, okay, how would I show up if it wasn't? How would I show up if it was true? If it is true, how am I going to show up to this call? Well, I'm going to show up small. I'm going to show up not showing my value. I'm going to show up not in my power on this call. Okay. And then the fourth question is how would you show up if it isn't true? I haven't taught this for a while. I haven't even read that book this year. I need to get back to it. But then you ask yourself, how would I show up if it wasn't true? Well, if they were going to buy from me, I would show up bigger. I would show up ready to command this call. I would share with them my value. I would show up in a bigger way. And when you outline it like this, you can see how your energy is affecting everything you're doing. So if you're scared in something in your business, start asking yourself these questions from Byron Katie. Okay, thank you for that question. I love books. I'm always reading something. I also like 4 Agreements. That book, the 4 Agreements, now those are kind of like not marketing books. I also like The Nuclear Effect by Scott Oldford. And the 4 Agreements is my last book recommendation. That basically tells you you can't care about what other people think of you because you have no idea. Basically, what other people think of you is really what you think of yourself, because you have no proof to say that they think anything of these things from you, and everything is just a reflection of you. Your business is a reflection of you. How you feel about your business is a reflection of you. Everything is a reflection of you. Love Bob Proctor and Wayne Dyer books as well. All right, Jamie asked, we're going to finish this up. Oh, actually, Anna asked, I'm going to finish Anna's question. I'm going to go a little teeny tiny bit long. Emily, what time is my next appointment? I have these awesome enrollment calls, okay? Anna, for someone who is just starting out, having no clients or leads, except specifying niche, VEMS, designing program, what would be the best thing to focus on? Anna, it's to have conversations, okay? You are going to say, hey, I am just starting my new coaching business. I have XYZ experience. I am looking just to talk to a few people who experience XYZ problem. And the key to this is you want to be vulnerable, okay? You want to say, I'm just looking to talk to some people. You don't say I'm not going to sell you, but you can't go in thinking you're going to sell anybody. You want to have conversations with your one true client. Hey, is anyone experiencing this? I just finished my coaching program. I have my coaching certifications. I'm looking for women struggling with XYZ just to have a conversation with. Could I interview you about a few things? And you show up in a vulnerable way and you start having conversations. Now, Anna, you'll be real pleasantly surprised that even through those conversations, you can get clients. They will refer you. But not only that, you'll have real clarity around what people are saying, how they are saying it, what your one true client is saying, so that you can turn around and start using that in your marketing. So conversations equal clients regardless of where you're at. I don't think that you should be specifying your programs. I don't think you should be doing any of that, okay? You need to have conversations and figure out who you help and then talk to them. All right. Oh, Jamie. Oh, perfect. Oh, Jamie. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. That's right. Okay. So there you have it. There you have it. There was a lot more I wanted to cover today, but that was a real quick hour. Make sure that you get yourself, this is what I can do for you. You guys are so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the interaction. Make sure you fill out that application call. Okay. That application, you and I can get on a call. Now, if you have other questions and you want to talk to me face to face, make sure you get signed up for my workshop, because tomorrow, to celebrate the end of our time together in this free workshop, there is a live QA session. So you guys can ask me that. That's on a Zoom call. That's not public for all the world to see like this. It's on Zoom. So if you're in the workshop, you can come to that QA session. Emily, is that like at 3 Pacific or something? And so you guys can come to that if you have additional questions. These were really great questions. Go fill out that application. Guys, please take action. Please listen to what I'm saying. Okay. I'm telling you like it is. I don't want to dishearten you, but it is hard, 2 o'clock Pacific, okay? It's hard to grow a coaching business on your own. I've taken 20 years of experience and outlined exactly how to do coaching. I've barely been able to get that into a 5-day workshop. And so it's nuanced, and thinking you can do it on your own, I hate to see it for you, because it will lead to chaos. It'll lead to staying in the same place. For some coaches, it leads to them quitting and finding a job, which we don't want. You can have the coaching business of your dreams, okay? You really can. It can bring you a great deal of abundance. It is available to everyone here. I've given you the reasons why it may not be in your experience right now. So get on that call. I can offer some more insight to your particular situation. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. For those in the workshop, we have one more bonus session tomorrow. I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, ChatGPT. Okay. Love ChatGPT. I call ChatGPT the VA thanks, Nigel, the VA you never have to pay. But there are some real problems with ChatGPT. Okay. And so you want to come to that workshop tomorrow, that bonus session, and I'll outline exactly how to use this for your coaching business so you don't sound like a robot, and so you can actually get this thing to help you grow your business. So that is only available to workshop participants tomorrow. All right. Get on the application called Jamie. Nice to see you. Nigel, nice to see you. Everybody, so nice to see you. And I will see you later. Thanks for joining me. Ta-ta for now.